Story number 1. Am I the a-hole for forcing my stepdaughter to cut her hair? I 31F met my husband 34 8 years ago, and we have been married for 6. He has an 11-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. I work from home, so I mainly end up taking care of her. I have since she was young. We have a generally good relationship. She stays at her mother's most weekends. She has incredibly long blonde wavy hair, just past her bottom. It's a nightmare to take care of. It frequently tangles and she always needs help brushing and styling it before school. I'm not a morning person and I do not like having to wake up early to do a kid's hair. It's expensive to maintain as she requires more products. She insists on using hair oils which can cost around $11 and only last a few weeks. She also insists she has to use curly hair shampoo instead of regular shampoo and conditioner, which is often over $10 per bottle. And she goes through it at a fast rate. She won't use a regular brush on it as she insists it breaks her hair and hurts, so she uses a wide tooth comb which takes a long time to brush, when she could be doing other more productive things such as homework or helping me with chores. I decided she had become obsessed with her hair, and I do not want her to become vain, so I decided it needs to be cut. I don't see it as a big deal as I have always had shoulder-length hair. As my hair does not grow very fast and I get frequent trims, it's a lot more practical. I took her to the hairdressers as normal. In the car on the way down, she said she wants to make sure the hairdresser doesn't cut too much. I politely explained that I would like her to cut her hair to shoulder length as it has become a burden. At first she thought I was joking, but when she realized, she started to cry when we got to the salon. The hairdresser was reluctant to cut her hair due to her tears, but I explained the trouble we have maintaining it and assured cutting it would be best for her. In the end, the stylist agreed and cut her hair. The stylist braided her hair, then cut it. She kept it. Her hair was now just past shoulder length and looked a lot darker. The car journey home was silent. I offered her McDonald's, but she refused. She went straight to her room when we got back. My husband went up to see her when he got home and apparently found her on her bed sobbing, holding her old hair. My husband immediately called her mother to come and collect her. And as soon as my stepdaughter was out the door, he started yelling. Her mother also came in and gave me a mouthful. I explained my reasoning, but my husband wouldn't budge. He said if I had issue, he would have did her hair in the mornings and that he didn't mind paying for the products. He was so furious. He said he no longer trusts me around his daughter and doesn't know if he can be with a woman who he doesn't trust with her. This broke my heart. I didn't mean her any harm. I was just so tired and I'm trying to reduce stress. I've always been the one to raise her and her brother, and I'm just exhausted. Am I the a-hole? End of the story. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment. Story number 2.
I gave my little brother a better birthday than my mom ever could have. Throwaway because I'm paranoid about sharing this much on Maine. This is pretty long, so there's a TLDR at the bottom. I 17F and my brother 13M have dealt with our stepfather Steve's bullshit for 8 years now. It's always whatever he wants, no questions asked. We always get the short end of the stick while his daughters get everything they ever wanted. Today was my brother Alex's 13th birthday. He told us that he wanted pizza. Steve doesn't like pizza. I got home from work and my mother was setting the table with fish. Alex is allergic to all seafood, but of course, we're having seafood because Steve wants seafood. I asked my mom what Alex would eat. She said he could have peanut butter and jelly. That was it for me. I told Alex to come on and we got in my car, which my dad bought for me. And I pay for insurance and gas, and I took him to a pizza place. His face lit up when I told him he could get a soda and dessert. It took everything in me not to cry, because he deserves better than this. He's 13 years old. He shouldn't be this excited over getting to drink a freaking Coke. After we ate, I took him to a bookstore and let him pick out a couple things. It'll take me a couple paychecks to make up for what I spent tonight, but seeing my brother smile is worth it. Mom called and said she'd report my car as stolen if I didn't come home, but I called my dad. lives across the country and he sorted something out with her because she stopped calling. She did send an angry text about how she had made Alex a cake and had a present for him. I'd be surprised if the present was anything more than a $10 bill. I waited until it was pretty late to go home, and everyone was asleep. Alex gave me a hug and told me it was the best birthday ever. I went to my room and just let it all go. I'm typing this with tears running down my face still. I've spent the past few years counting down until I graduate and get out of here, but now I can't stand leaving him behind. I guess I'll have to make a decision soon. For everyone asking, my father is disabled and his own brother takes care of him. He's not fit to take care of me and Alex. TLDR. My mom and stepdad didn't give enough of a shit to celebrate my brother's birthday, so I spoiled him rotten. End of the story. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment. Thanks for watching.